What's going on, you guys? Good morning. Mike back once again with another episode of the Black Coffee Chronicles. So check this out. You ever wish you had smaller legs? You ever wish you had thinner thighs? I mean, I know a few of you have thought that. You've asked me how you can reduce your thigh size from the jump. So check this out. I got an entire video for you guys. 3 complete steps on how exactly we're going to start slimming up those thighs and getting them ready for other eyes. Check this out. Before we really jump into the process though, you guys, all jokes aside, I need you to understand there is no specific way to spot train a specific body part. You cannot train your arms or your legs and say, okay, since I've trained my legs, my thighs are going to get smaller. My legs are going to shrink due to this leg training I've done. It seems like that's how it should legitimately work. But honestly, you guys, it's just not how the human body is built. It doesn't work like that. I wish it did. Saved me a whole bunch of years of heartache, pain, and trauma trying to lose this weight. I did it. I did it the hard way. All right, so check this out. The great news is after I give you these 3 steps that are literally going to be life-changing because it's going to get you in a different order, it's going to help your entire body become leaner. Your entire body is going to function better. It's going to thank you more. It's literally going to look up at you and be like, self. Yourself going to be like, huh? Going to be like, I appreciate you. Yourself going to say, okay, I like you too. But let's go ahead and jump into these 3 steps, you guys. Without further ado, we got thigh reduction step number 1. And that's going to be to ban all liquid calories. I've said this in a couple episodes already, you guys. Ban the liquid calories. That comes from pop, juice, diet pop, Coke Zero. I don't care if it say it ain't got no calories. If it got flavor, it got calories in it, in my opinion. Anyway, ban the liquid calories, you guys, because they're not helping you whatsoever. Liquid calories are a major problem, you guys, especially in this day and age where your health is vitally important. And honestly, you're here because you're looking for weight loss tips. The most important weight loss tip that I could ever give you is to be consistent and ban the liquid calories, you guys. The only thing that you need to drink is water. I understand pop tastes fantastic. Juice tastes phenomenal, okay? But it's not helping you. If you got a goal that means anything to you, you need to make a sacrifice. That's simple. The best strategy to take when your goal is to reduce your thighs, just cut that shit out completely. Don't wean yourself out of it or don't get a little bit this day and then drink water. None of that. The moment you have a sip, your body not looking for water no more. It's not even appreciating the fact that you putting water in your body because it don't feel satisfied whatsoever. And you know that. The moment you drink a pop, you don't want anything else. Am I right? Leave me a comment below. If you listening to my message, leave me a comment below. If you drink pop, let me know how it works out. Anyway, thigh reduction step number 2. Okay, focus on protein and fiber. All right. Now, I've had all different kind of messages about carbs, this, carb, that. I'm talking to my desk job workers right now. Step number 2 is exactly for you. Get your protein and get your fiber in. Okay, the carbohydrates are great for your body. Don't get me wrong. That energy from a clean bowl of fruit is going to get you through your day. But if you're sitting all day and you're not using the carbohydrates, which is a very, very powerful energy source, if you're not using those carbohydrates to move, It's wasted calories, and your body turns it to glycogen, which then turns into stored fat for more energy another day. But the problem is you're going back to that seat the next day and back to that seat the next day. So now you're storing carbs, storing energy, and storing fat because you never actually expended. So for my sitters, we're going to start focusing more on proteins and fibers, right? Now, what I want you to do, since we're still on step number 2, take a look at your diet, right? If you are not tracking the calories you consume, the nutrients you put inside your body, do it for a week. Just do it. Track it. Take a picture of your protein intake. Take a picture of the whole nutritional facts on the back of that label of every single thing you eat, right? Look at the serving sizes. This is going to be a lot of extra work, you guys, but do it, right? Track every single thing that goes inside your mouth for an entire week. Do it for 2 days. I want you to look and see what's really bumping your calories, because I know you don't realize how many calories that bowl of cereal you had that was this big yesterday morning. I know you don't know how many calories was in that big bowl of cereal. You don't know how many calories was in that wrap you had for lunch. You don't even know how many calories was in that salad you ate for dinner last night, right? If you're eating on a clean nutritional program, you still need to understand the impact of the energy source you're putting inside your body. I ain't gonna spend no more time on it, you guys, because I could ramble about it all day. Just pay attention to what you eat, write it down, and do a little bit of math. I mean, it might inconvenience you for a second, and you're probably gonna forget, but it's gonna benefit you like crazy. Why wouldn't you? Let's keep it moving. Fat reduction step number 3, and I ain't sipped in a minute, so I'm gonna take that one. Exercise smart, you guys. It's plain and simple. You need to have an intelligent, structured program. Just going to the gym, hopping on the treadmill for an hour isn't gonna cut it. I know you've seen that person before. I guarantee if you go to the gym, you gonna go see Jim on the treadmill that you've been saying hi to and waving at for the last 2 years and can't figure out why exactly he ain't lost no weight. You know Jim be grinding. He be there every single day, busting the sweat, whole outfit wet. Sauna suit on, probably. I don't like them sauna suits either, by the way. If you guys ever seen my podcast, I did a whole show about it. Exercise intelligently, you guys. You have to continuously challenge your body, okay? Walking on the treadmill for an hour is challenging at first. It's gonna make you lose weight at first. It's gonna increase the amount of power your body has to create in order to be able to do that smoothly, which is all fine and dandy, but the problem is it doesn't last, okay? Eventually, walking on a treadmill or running on a treadmill isn't challenging anymore. It's just as easy as walking up the street. It eventually becomes just as easy as blinking 1,000,000 times a day. You don't even got to think about blinking. You've been blinking so long. Should be a good exercise. You should bust a sweat by the end of the day. You're moving all the time. No, it don't work like that. Your body adapts very, very well. As a human, that's what you do best. Believe that. I said that. But anyway, you have to exercise intelligently. You have to do progressive exercises. You have to force the envelope, okay? If 10 push-ups was tough for you last week, the week after that, you need to be doing 12. The week after that, you need to be doing everything in your might to do 15. And if you can't do 15 the regular way, then regress it and drop your knees. It doesn't matter. You have to continue to progress through the movement. You stay the same, you look the same. It's quite that simple, okay? Now, that doesn't always mean add a bunch of additional weight, you guys. That's not what increasing the intensity means. A lot of times you can take a half squat, which is what a lot of you guys end up doing anyway. You're not even getting to 90 degrees. You take that half squat, lower the weight, maybe drop the weight completely, and take that to 90 degrees or take it beyond 90 degrees. Train your body to have an increased level of mobility so you can increase the range of motion, okay? Increasing the range of motion and the tempo so that your time under tension is different is how you increase the intensity and keeping your joints safe. You don't need that pain. You don't need to be worried about screwing your knees up or your hips up or your elbows up, because the only way you think you're going to lose weight or get stronger is by adding more weight. That's the last resort. The last thing you do when it comes to increasing or progressing is add more weight. You need to first add more range of motion. Second, you need to add more time under tension. And then third and lastly, you increase the weight after you've done the first two. Lucky for you guys, I'm so glad you found me, because honestly, creating dope, effective, progressive training programs, that's what I do. So since the majority of my clients are not fitness professionals, they don't know anything about writing a progressive program or organizing certain muscle groups to work in a certain way, or training the VO2 max, or increasing the stroke volume of your heart. They don't know any of that, so I do it for them, right? I take care of all the heavy lifting so you guys can just pick it up and go. So if you haven't already become one of my fantastic clients, you're in luck, because today is the day and I'm actually accepting new clients. All you got to do is send me a message, get in my DMs, let me know exactly what your goals are, what you wish to achieve, and we'll discuss exactly how we can work together to make it happen. But one thing I need to tell you, like I tell everybody else, if we can't come to an immaculate level of communication, we cannot work together. So the first thing we do is we meet. I make sure you're not a catfish, and you check if I'm a catfish. After that, we get to work, and we gonna melt that thigh fat off.